We're live. Okay. I'm excited. I'm a few minutes early because I've never done this before, so I wanted to see. Okay, so I have it on my computer in theory to see comments or things like that. I think I'm gonna wait a minute. I also, hey, somebody's here. Hey, Christy. Hey, Callie. I'm so excited. It's so weird to not hear myself on the computer. Yeah, it's pretty delayed. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yay. I'm doing good. I'm excited. Somewhat newbie. Yay. Okay. It's so quiet when I'm the one live. I'm doing good. I'm pretty nervous. I have a bunch of stuff in front of me. We'll see what we're going to get to do. Hey, Ren. Hey, Tracy. Ooh, 9 people already. Look at us go. Okay, so, sorry. What we're going to attempt to do is, my life may have been changed again by Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love when she told me about Gamsol. I have seen people talk about this, but I just got my own, and this is odorless mineral spirits, and apparently this is going to completely delete all of the color pencil lines on my pages. So we're going to see. Also, my fingernails are blue because I did some tie-dyeing yesterday with my cousins, and it's just forever, I think. So my hands are mostly back to normal, but my fingernails are not so good. I'm gonna have to just repaint my nails. But I did not get to do that before right now. Oh boy, okay. So I'm going to attempt the new Gamsol in the page I just did, the video I just did, which was the husband's choice. Because as you can see, this is Create Space paper, and it's super grainy, and I don't want it to be. Yeah, it's so quiet when I'm just here by myself. This is weird. No, okay. So apparently all you have to do is get your Gamsol and use some Q-tips. I'm like, what are these? Before I told you I was going on a no-buy, I ordered 3 books. It's pretty good. I'm on day 11. Well, I guess today is day 12, and I have still not purchased anything. I did buy a shirt that's almost coloring related. It has bookshelves on it, and it says I have no shelf control, but obviously I keep my coloring books on a shelf too. Hey, Jamie. So I'm gonna just give this a shot. It's really hard to open, and I don't know why. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep it in the bottle and keep that open and get my Q-tip. And apparently all we have to do is just rub it everywhere. So I'm gonna put some paper behind it just in case. She says it's gonna just dry up real nice. It's really hard to not buy things. Yeah. Just there's so much good stuff always coming out. And then obviously you see videos of other people buying things and you're like, I want that too. But I'm gonna try really hard. I almost, Shayna! Yay. Hi. I almost made it. I almost made a purchase. The new French Disney coloring book, Portraits, was super pretty. And I really want it, but I went to check out and shipping was $35 for the one book. And that stopped me. So, there we go with that. Yeah, this is magical. So I'm still holding strong. I didn't do it yet. Okay. Wow. That looks super cool. So it definitely goes through a little bit, but barely even onto our second page. But obviously we have that there, so that's good. We're gonna see how it dries. Hopefully, as we're watching. Yeah, I can't believe that it's still $35 for shipping. I'm pretty sure back when I first started buying the French coloring books, it was like $12 for shipping, and I was very upset about that back then because Amazon has spoiled us so much that I don't want to pay any shipping for anything. Yeah, Jamie says it's gonna dry, and I believe her. I'm just gonna see how long it takes. I'm excited to find out. And also on this one, I didn't do the background, which is looks like it's good because I'm like the liquid's bleeding over a little, and I don't know if the colors will mix together. I assume so since it's a blending solution. So I'm just gonna do all the leaves first. If this works as well as it looks like it's working, then this is a complete game changer for me because I kind of hate color pencils on this paper because it looks so grainy. And I usually use Blender pencil, but it's a lot of work to do that. So I'm using, I don't want to, Gamsol 100% pure odorless mineral spirit. I don't want to tilt it too much. Hopefully you could see that. I think I'm going to be able to save this afterwards, I hope. And then I can like link stuff in the description. Again, this is my first ever live, so we'll have to see what happens at the end. But yes, I'm just dunking in my Q-tip and rubbing on these leaves. Like, I don't want to get too close to the other colors. We're up to 18, 19 people. This is so cool. Okay. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane shipping. It's definitely due to COVID, which I definitely understand, but it's still really frustrating because I want those things. Again, it was really good because now I won't be buying them during my no spend, but I'm going to try to convince Sam to maybe make a purchase for my birthday, which is not for a long while, so he doesn't have to do it now. So I'm going to keep watching those prices and see if they go down. I also checked, and the brand new books aren't on Amazon UK yet, so I can't compare shipping, but it's been pretty bad from them too. This is super cool. I'm gonna post before and after. I figured I would do it to this, and then I actually have another book underneath here that, oh, your birthday's today! Happy birthday! Oh my goodness. Life in Stitches. What is your first name, unless you want me to call you Life in Stitches? My birthday is not until November 4th, so we definitely have a lot of time, but when it comes to ordering from overseas, he's got to be a little more on top of things than normal, because obviously we're a very big Amazon family, so usually that's only 2-day shipping instead of 20-day shipping. Mine is November 4th. I was supposed to be a Halloween baby, and I stayed in a little longer. One more leaf, and then we could switch colors. Hey, T. Oh, that was my bad. I made a mess. Okay. For me too, like this page was considered done, so if this doesn't come out perfect, I'm already happy with how it turned out, but it's looking good so far. Back of the page, check. It's still wet for now, but again, almost none of it has even gone through to my transfer page, so that's pretty awesome. And again, we'll just keep checking in to see how quickly it dries. I'm sure it will. All right, I'm going to switch to the other side of my Q-tip for the next color. And I just keep dunking directly into the jar. That's off screen right now. Whoa, that's so much. Oh, new dunk. I got it everywhere. Okay. Let me get some stuff out of the stream. Put that on the floor next to me. I figure that if this went quick and we still wanted to chat, I would start a mandala. Yay! Thanks for stopping by, Sheena. I hopefully will get this up for replay. and have a good rest of the day at work. And yeah, this is my first time trying this tea, and it's amazing so far, and I'm very excited for the possibilities of not having to blend again. I figured in the other book I'll show you my blender pencil technique and then compare it to this, but this seems so much quicker and easier. And I want to say, for anyone who also has not heard of this, that this jar was like, this was possibly $10, but this might last me my whole coloring life. And obviously got from Amazon, real quick shipping. And obviously Q-tips are cheap. It was probably $5 for 500 Q-tips. So, oh, that's all for that color. Oh no, there's some green on here that I'll just... The only thing I'm wondering is finer details, like it's running into the next colors a tiny bit. So we'll just have to be careful with that, I guess. I can't like this it's making such a quick difference. I always heard people talk about it, but I never looked into it myself, and now I do not know why. Blending stumps. I don't know if I have any right now, but I'll have to look into that too. Let's do some flowers. I might just do both flowers with the same end of Q-tip, so I'll just do the light ones first and then the dark ones. And hopefully I don't stick my head in the frame because I have to like lean forward to get in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some blending stuff. Sam might actually have some from like drawing kits he has, but I don't know where they are at the moment, so I will look around for those. How reusable are blending stumps? Like, are they a one-time deal, or you can use them over and over again? I hope this noise isn't annoying. I like it, but I don't know what it sounds like on camera. That's pretty cool. Like, this is a whole different picture already with just the background blended. But yeah, I also figured after this I would do that other page because this page is only 3 or 4 days old and the other page is like 2 years old. So we'll kind of see if that makes a difference. It probably doesn't, but again, it doesn't seem to. Not yet. I don't know if it's... Because this is Amazon paper, so I'm assuming quality-wise it is not the best. So we seem to be doing good. I'm definitely putting a ton on here. The first, like, after dunk has the most liquid coming off. Let's do another check. So you can definitely see that that's brand new and that's darker, and these are all starting to dry a little bit. And again, besides me just plopping a whole bunch on there, very little is transferring. I plopped so much on there. As you can see, I'm not being very careful either, because that's kind of my brand, is by the time I get to the detail part, I'm just ready to blend and go. But yeah, did I even say, I'm sure everyone, this is 50 Lovely Gnomes by Camelia Angelkova. This, I think at the time of filming, is her newest book still. And this is my first book by her that's not mandalas, and I love it a lot. I just think these are the cutest gnomes, and I want to color this whole book, which is rare. There's a few pages that are very bird heavy, so I don't really want to color those. So maybe I won't finish the whole book. Yay! Dana's getting this book today. Should buddy color. I've done 2 pages so far. This was one of my before my no spend books. So, which again, 11 days in, holding strong. Thanks for stopping by, T. $18 watching. That's so cool. I didn't know if anyone would show up because it's like the middle of the day. But I figured I would almost want to try when there was less chance of people being here in case it went horribly wrong. But I think so far so good. Wow! So that's the whole background. I love it. Let's do all... I can do this pink too. Okay. I think this book is good to try it into because it's not super detailed. Like, obviously, these are some of the smallest bits on here. And I don't mind smearing a little bit, which I'm doing real good right now. All right, let's do some purples. So again, I'm just going to go from lightest to darkest because that makes sense to me. Oh, there's a green part I missed. Where's my green one? Oop. Oh, that's so much. Okay, let's get some extra off. And on to purple. Thank you. I think it looks pretty good too. Actually, this has worked out really well because this is the last video that went up on my channel, so it's good timing to do this right away. Like, even right there, that's amazing. It looks so much better. Jamie keeps changing my life with my coloring. She introduced me to Yippee Kawaii, and now this. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. I'm gonna have to get better at not dumping it all on here, though. I'm interested in seeing it dry because it looks like a little bit of the lines come back when it's done drying, but it's so much better. Also, this process is just fun. I can see myself like doing the whole page and then just coming back and doing this. Yay, Emily's here. I'm doing good so far. I've just been waiting to go live. And yeah, I do get a little bit hard on myself. Sherry, you're right. Especially as I'm working. And then usually I'll come back later and look and I'll be like, oh, it wasn't that bad. So I think that's just a me problem. I don't know if I want to do her face with this because, again, I'm getting it everywhere. So I'm going to skip her face and maybe I'll go back with a blender pencil on that. New Q-tip for the blue. I'm going to do even his beard first and then we'll get to the blue. Ooh. Oh, I forgot that purple. Why do I not see everything as I'm doing it? It happens in real, like, while I'm coloring too. I always skip around colors. I can't focus on one color for too long. So, back to purple. See, that's really good because I had made a mistake there and put way too much waxy buildup on that middle flower. And now this buffed that right out. Oh my goodness. She's a whole brand new gnome. Amazing. Is anyone else coloring while they watch? What's everyone working on? What you working on? This is like the perfect amount of people watching because I can like read the comments as they're happening too, as long as I remember to look up at them. But I think that's what is good about this, because it's not really intense that I have to stare at it, so I can look up. Oh my. I don't know how you're going to get any work done with a 2-month-old coloring work. I mean, ooh, I love Romantic Country. And I saw those intricate books by Jade Summer, and I'm very intrigued by the intricate patterns one. Which Romantic Country? Volume 1? You gotta color when you can. Doesn't matter. 2 a.m. Get it done. Yay! Hi, Erin. You have a Facebook shop, Bren? I did not know that. Ooh, details in the corner. No, it's fine. We went over the lines. And flip to the other side and we'll do all the rest of the browns. I think Romantic Country 3 is my favorite. I don't know. I like 1 and 3 a lot. 2 is my least favorite, to be honest, because it's so detailed and I feel like has the least amount of holiday pages. But I do love them all, just if I had to rank them. 2 is very intimidating. Thank you, Jamie. I'm loving it. It looks so good now. Oh my goodness. See, I was almost like embarrassed to post it before because I liked the color choices, but it was so grainy. But now it's looking so much better. And again, sometimes I'll blend it, but it's just a whole extra layer of effort that I'm not about that life. Hi, Corbin. Oh, wow. I'm waiting on 3 right now. Ordered. Best one. Favorite one. I think 3 has a lot of Christmas. I just love it. So I have the most done in 3. Uh-oh. All over her face. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're making a mess now right at the end. This is what I always do too, is I always do the biggest parts first and save the small details for last, and then by the time I get there, I just make a mess, and it's like after all the effort's already done. Voila! Did I miss anything? I think we got it. Let's do a check on our drying. Yeah, I'm using Gamsol. I'll show you again. Hopefully, I don't want to tilt it too much because it's still brand new and very full. But got it from Amazon. We're getting, our green is pretty close to dry, and then obviously everything else is newer than that, but it's looking good. I was very heavy-handed for a while, so some of it did get through, so always keep your paper back there. But it looks so much better. I'm gonna post on Instagram after this, the before and after shot. That looks much, much better. Oh no, my nails are a little bit blue from tie-dyeing yesterday. So hopefully you can't really see that with the lighting. My hands look much darker on camera, so, but I'm very blue. But I enjoy the gold and pink, so thank you for that. But okay, so do we want to see me do another page with the Gamsol? In case maybe you're late, or just to see it again, or to see if it still works on old pages? Or should I start a mandala? I got one for each, maybe. Another page with Gamsol, because I was like, well, welcome, Jenny. You made it now, so that's what matters. All right, I'm going to show you. This is Tattoo Darlings by Hannah Lynn. And I've done a few pages in here, so I'll show you what I've done in here. This was with Cali Art markers. And then this is a good example of when I did use the blender pencil. So like I blended in the back here. That's, I think, a marker too, that gray. And I blended her skin. But this blending, I probably had to sharpen that blender pencil like 15 times because it's just so much of that. So I'm gonna actually do, there's another one I did, and then as you can probably tell, I actually painted this background to try to make it look like wood grain, and then I blended her skin and hair, and then I just ignored the background. But the page I'm going to do now is actually the first page Sam picked for, at the time, Fiance Picks My Page. So it's pretty funny because this was the exact same challenge. So I'm going to try to blend this one. I didn't date it, but I'm pretty sure, well, I know it had to be 2018 because that's the only time he was my fiance. So we're going to work on this one and see how well it works after 2 years. Shove that back in there. Yeah, Hannah Lynn is definitely, she must be my favorite artist. I definitely have the most books from her because I have every book she made, except her best of book, because since I already had all the other books, I didn't think I needed the best of book. But I think I have all 12 of her other books. I'm going to start by using my already purple Q-tip and just Q-tip the purple hair and see what we got going. It looks like it's still going to work. Yay! Wow. This is just such a game changer. I did take another before picture of this. It's probably on my Instagram somewhere, but I just took a quick pic to compare. That's so cool. Yeah, I love all Hannah Lynn. I actually have not done any pages in Victorian Darlings or Steampunk Girls, which those are less my style. I just have to figure out how to do like fun colors in there. I just think I'm intimidated by the idea of like all the brassy colors. So, but obviously you can do what you want in your books, so I don't have to do brassy colors. Oh yay, you're gonna get gnomes too. I really like, that's such a cute book, and I want to keep doing more in there. Do some more, maybe some more buddy colors. I did okay, so today is the 12th, and it is obviously 1 o'clock where I am. This is my first coloring attempts of the day. I think I've already finished 31 pages this month in essentially 11 days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how I'm doing that, But I've just been coloring a whole heckin' ton. Yeah, let's do a buddy color. I think we can like make a little group on Instagram and chat in there. Right? How did I do 31 pages? I don't know. I'm actually doing like, I'm inspired by a lot of my video ideas by like Bookstagram and other, Booktube I should say, and other YouTube genres. So I have an idea that I'm doing like a secret, instead of a secret TBR, I'm doing like a secret coloring mission that I'm vlogging. So I think that's what's helping me get a lot of pages done. And also I've been doing so many buddy colors and I don't want to leave any buddy hanging. So I've just been coloring so fast. I don't mean to make anyone look bad. I don't know what's happening. I don't imagine that I'll keep up with this, but we'll see. Sam actually like has the week off at the end of the month. I'm sure I'll do a lot less then. And his birthday is actually Friday. Yeah, my video for Friday I think is going to be a fun one. It's already pre-filmed. But we'll see. Maybe nobody will like it but me. It's actually Sam's coloring collection. So he has a few books and I made him flip through and show you all the work he's done. How cool is this? This is so cool. Let me see. Should we even zoom in? Oh, live zooming. You can watch the magic happen. Like, look at the difference so quickly. Wait, what haven't you colored in? I missed something. Romantic Country? Whatever you haven't colored in, you should just do it. I'm trying to get better at that too. There's some books that I'm super intimidated by, but we gotta just do it. Oh, you're talking about the steampunk and Victorian, maybe? Also, did I know your first name, Shamrock Glitter? Unless you just want me to call you that, which is fine. Did you say, are you Erin at the beginning? Am I making a fool of myself? Or am I doing it now? I don't know. This is so cool. Okay. I'm just going to be doing this on every single page. Which means I can finally start coloring with colored pencils again. Because I really haven't been. Except in the Romantic Country books, because those take the Prismacolor so well that you really don't even need to blend them. Am I still on screen? Yep. Take a sip of water. I feel like my lighting looks better in real life than it does on screen. So that's not the best, but I don't really know what to do to fix it because it's daytime and I have all the lights in the room on, which I thought would help. But hopefully it's getting the point across. Okay, now I'm going to, I might have to switch colors so I don't get muddy, or we can just go for it. Let's just go for it. I'm pretty sure they're just two shades of the same color anyway. I'm off screen. All right, see, that's the problem with zooming. I always forget and then I go off screen. yeah, so I'm super impressed at how this is working because, again, this was colored 2 years ago, and I think it's looking great. Like, it's blending away even after all this time. So if you want to see any pencil videos from me, now's the time. Now I got this and we're good to go. I don't know, again, Jamie says it's going to dry real nice. So I'm hoping that means you could even use it on double-sided pages, but I don't know if I'm feeling that good yet. Let me zoom back out and we'll check. Yeah, right? Let's check our first book and see our drying time. We're still got some drying to do. Again, most of the green is pretty much done. And it doesn't seem to have transferred at all to the next page in either direction. Like, I just closed the book up, so that's good. I was worried because I was like, oh no, it's a little bit see-through, but that's just this paper because you can see all that, and that doesn't have the liquid on it, so. Yeah, now that you can use it so much later, I might be tempted to just go back to every page I've ever colored. But I hope I'm not, because that's too much. Maybe I'll try it in a Disney book, because I did, some color pencil work with Crayola pencils in there. And then we can see if it does work on those cheaper ones. I don't see why it wouldn't, but also, I don't know. Hi, Andrea. Thanks for watching. Oh my goodness, we're up to 31 people. That's crazy. I wonder if that means that this was a good time to do this. Ugh. I'm not neat enough, but it's okay. Still gonna look better anyway. Right? It does look like marker. And it just looks so much smoother. And that's great. Like, I haven't been using my 150 set of Prismacolors because I was like, it's so much effort and then I don't even like it. But now, I'm gonna have to break those bad boys out too. The skin is really... The only other thing though with this page and the one I showed you before, both of them were basically straight colored. Like, I didn't try to do any blending with the pencils before using the solution. So I'm interested. I might have to try in another video to actually color something with multiple colors and then see how that blends. We'll just go over it all. Whoosh. I think Gamsol sales are gonna skyrocket today. I really had no idea. Like, I heard people talk about it, but I don't know if I ever saw anyone use it. I definitely could have looked it up, but I'm so happy now. Oh, I forgot all of that blue. Now we'll finish this first. Oops. But yeah, yesterday I finally got my new carpet and I was super happy. I didn't get to color very much yesterday either because we ended up, me and the dog had to leave and go to my cousin's house. She lives 2 miles away while they were doing the carpet because she would have just screamed all day. I'm really impressed with her right now. What's the original use? I think it is just for blending like paint. My lighting is crazy. I wonder if I'm getting a shadow. Hold on. I'm gonna go and see if I change. I'm not on the other side of the table. Does that make it better or worse? Huh. I just feel like she doesn't look the same color on screen as she does in real life. I think that might be Now there's more shadows though. Yeah, I hadn't seen it. Like, I've heard people talk about it, but I don't think I had seen anyone use it in videos. Maybe it's just me, of course. Like, for a while when I wasn't making videos, I also wasn't watching anybody else. So now that I'm back to making them, I'm back to watching them, which has been great. Isn't that funny that you've had it? Because I had gelatos for 8 years that I never used, and I finally used those. So I'm glad that you'll be using the Gamsol you already have. That's also why I'm doing the no buy, because I'll see somebody use something once and I'll buy it and then I won't know what I'm doing and I won't use it for a really long time. So I think now trying to slow down on buying, it'll give me time to see what I actually want and need to use. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just dabbing off any excess over on the side. So I have a big puddle over there. How did I miss like half of this blue? I do not know. I don't think it smells like anything. Let's see. I don't really smell anything. Yeah, definitely wish list it. That's what I have been doing during the no buy, is my wish list has been getting thick, because that's its own hobby. I've been saying that. Wish listing. I've seen the marker blender pen thing, but all the reviews said it was really, yeah, thank you, Jamie, you're right. It's called odorless mineral spirits, so it is in fact odorless. But now it's confirmed, real time confirmed. But yeah, yeah, I've seen the Prismacolor on Amazon, but all the reviews said it was so impossible to open that they just didn't use it. And I was like, that's not a great sign. So I actually almost bought that before I found out about this. But now I will not be doing that at the moment. Voila! That looks so much better. I can't believe it. Wow. And obviously, this is brand new, so this is all very damp, but it looks so good. I have not used Baby. I have not blended with anything. The only thing I've blended with before this was the blender pencils. So I'm super impressed and think this was going to be well worth the price. How long do lives usually last? I'm home alone, so we could go forever. Or if people are bored, we could stop now. This one is Tattoo Darlings by Hannah Lynn. This is one of her earlier ones. She used to actually get published and put into the stores. I don't know. This one's from Amazon, but for a while she was getting published in stores. Oh yeah, I really sniffed that pretty hard. So I will not do that again. It does say it has harmful vapor. Cool. So, one-time deal. You're saying I can keep going. So, I was going to start a mandala. I don't know if I have another page prepared. let's see. I can do... I have this book. The Fantastic World of the Brothers Grimm by Forrest Diver. It is a Julia Rivers book, which I don't know if she's making books anymore. And by she, I mean this company, because they're like Jade Summer, that they have different artists. But Jade Summer doesn't have their artists listed, do they? Definitely not on the cover. But this is Forrest Diver. I have this book. These I've also done a few years ago. I did do a sneak peek one page that I just did. I did this with my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen brush tips, which I keep on my desk. So that's a new one. But I've done a few in here that I did in pencil. Again, probably 2 years ago. I got this book printed. Ooh, this one was actually printed on my birthday, November 4th in 2017. So I probably bought this for myself with birthday money, if I had to guess. Because if it was a gift, it was probably late. So I have a few pages in here that I did with pencil that I could blend out if we're liking this. Yeah, so this book has a bunch of fairy tales, and some of them I have no idea what they are, but they are listed in the back. So I don't know, like Town Musicians of Bremen. Don't know what that is. It's the wolf and the 7 little goats. Don't know what that is, but I'm glad that they have them listed, because then I can always look it up. Oh yeah. I used to think that too about Jade Summer, and I was like, how is she possibly doing this with this many types of art? But nope, it's just a publishing place. I'm sure they do have like the same artist that they go to over and over again, but I don't think it's listed. They have a Facebook group that I just joined where they always talk about new releases and stuff, so maybe in there they'll be able to tell you who specific artists are. Okay, tons of greens on here, so let's go. Whoa, every single time my first dunk is too much. So this is another super old one, possibly 2017 apparently. So this is before I was even making videos yet. I started making videos for coloring in September-ish of 2018. But I started coloring, I want to say, in July of 2017. That's when I restarted. Oh my goodness. That's too much. To dip it in, I think I would use up too much of my tiny bottle. I was thinking of trying it with a paintbrush, but I think that a paintbrush wouldn't press down hard enough. So, it's really like a magic eraser though. It's crazy. Also, if I wanted to be neater, or if anyone wanted to be neater, you could always not go all the way to the edges and then just actually use a blender pencil for those tiny, tiny little details, because that would be much less work overall. I don't know if it officially needs muscle, but I'm definitely pressing and rubbing as I go, so it's working with what little muscle I may have. Yeah, tapping it on a paper towel is probably a good idea. I've just been making a mess over there. I always keep paper towels on my desk that I use for painting, And they look like this. It's a mess. These are actually from when I had those Statler dual tip that I ended up returning. And this is all the ink that was leaking out of those, which is why I returned them. So they weren't the best, my pack. I've heard other people got packs that weren't as bad, but I'm going to give them a few more months before I decide if I want to repurchase. Because, like, I would just take the lid off and ink would fly out, and then I would just, like, tap it on here, and drips and drips of ink were coming out all over the place. Grayscale should be fun too. The only grayscale I have that I really do are the Jade Summer grayscales, and I've just been using my alcohol markers. Oh, that's a good idea too. To use a cotton ball. Man, this is why I'm glad I did this. I can get even more tips. I was originally thinking I would have to like pour some out into a little cup, but so far I can just reach in there. A cotton ball seems like it would waste a lot less. Not that this is wasteful because I'm using it, so not waste, but use a lot less. Oof. I had the hardest time typing Q-tip also. It kept autocorrecting. You know, I hate autocorrect when it corrects real words into other words. I'm like, no, I wanted to say that. Why does it assume what I want to say? Also, for whatever reason, my phone capitalizes names anytime. So, like, I'll be writing an email and I'll write from Danielle at the end and it'll capitalize it. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this to me? I just need to, like, I don't need my name in all caps. And it does it for other people too in my phone. So, like, I'll be texting somebody. I'll be like, oh, well, have you heard from Dave? And it'll be like, Dave! In all capital letters. I'm like, no. Relax. Also, we're going to hear from Noodles. Uh-oh. There's Noodles. I'm going to close the door on her. Shh. She's louder than the door, so that's really not going to stop her. A loud kind. No, she is, in theory, a Corgi mix. She is like 30 pounds. And very loud. I'm assuming this is a grumpy dog and not something to be aware of, but we'll see. We think she might be like Corgi and Schipperke, or I don't know what else, because she's pretty small. Yeah, it's real hot. I don't know if I can ventilate today, but that's probably a good idea overall. So on this one I had used, what is this glitter called? Should be in my desk next to me. I don't know, but I used a glitter pen on the stars, so we'll see what happens when I just go right over that. But yeah, I assume she's barking at Grumpy Dog, which is a dog that lives down the block, and they hate each other. Which I've mentioned him before because every time he walks by, she barks. But we call him Grumpy Dog because even if she's like, when we looked at the house before she lived with us, obviously, like, she didn't come to view the house when we bought it. Grumpy Dog just would stand in the middle of the street and bark at nobody. So Yes, Noodles is saying hi. Or she's saying, I hate you, get out of my street to Grumpy Dog. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone right over the stars, but again, this page was done possibly 3 years ago. It's gonna be okay. Hey Rachel, I'm doing okay. She's not. Ugh, I'm real tempted to look. I'm gonna run and look. I'm so sorry, but this is extra angry. I just want to make sure there's no deliveries or something. So a little bit of dead air. 1 second. Ah, get off. Yeah. All right. She's gonna bark for a little bit. It's the weed men. So hopefully they're really quick. They're doing like a spray down. Our lawn has been terrible this year because it's been so hot. I was trying to like mute myself for a minute, but I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, I can. Should I mute myself for a minute? Yeah, gonna mute. 1 second. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hopefully she's done. We'll see. I don't know if they just went around to the back though. So for white, I am not really good. Like Jamie's definitely who you should ask for this because she's really good at it. But I have recently gotten this Pilot G2 white gel pen. That seems pretty cool. So it works pretty nice. Again, I've done this page years and years ago, so it doesn't matter. But I'm really wanting to do more white accents, and obviously this is wet, so this is not the time to do this, but this seems like it'll be cool. I also have a Posca pen. My Posca pen never shows up though. I don't know if I just need to shake it better, but there's that. But that's one of my goals, is to work on my white accent adding, because I just think it like finishes the page off really well and looks really good. So, because I've always said that like I don't like, I try in my pictures, but the finished product is not always as important to me as the process. Ooh, they're back. Okay. So I sometimes don't use different medias and things like that, but recently I've been wanting to up my game a little bit. So we will see. She'll literally never quit. So I hope it's not too loud. I don't. It's like a double-edged sword with the dog, because on one hand I'm happy that she'll scare anybody off who wants to come here. On the other hand, she scares me because she'll scream and then I'll be on high alert. Yeah, it looks really cool. That completely changed that red. Love it. I'm just gonna do this whole dog. Like, does anyone know what this is from? Because I do not. It says that this is Town Musicians of Bremen. Thanks, Christy. Yay! Sure, smash that like button. I've been streaming 60 minutes. I hope, like, it doesn't cut me off or anything, does it? Such a newbie. I haven't even watched any coloring streams live. I'm always late. And then I just watch the replays. So, I don't know. I watched some Instagram streams. Made a mess. This is similarly colored. Yeah, right? I don't know what that fairy tale is. I don't know some of them, but I feel like it'll give me a good place to look up more if I'm ever interested in that. I don't have an orange Q-tip yet. I definitely don't need that much liquid. Whoa. That is a wet one. Voila! Hi, Candy. So, I think we're gonna do one more, and we're gonna do the ultimate test. Let's see. Now, I'm real nervous, but I think I would like to try one in Les Grands Classiques. Now, if you've seen my channel, you've probably seen these books from me before. These are double-sided though, and that makes me nervous because obviously this is my first time trying this, so we won't know what's gonna happen, but I might do it on this one that both sides are already done. So hopefully Gaston doesn't get wrecked, but we will see. Also, it's very likely that I used Crayola on this. This was an older one, so this might have still been Prismacolor, but I've definitely used Crayola in these books. So you can definitely see the quality difference. Let's see. So this was all in markers, but these are water-based markers because it is double-sided, and then this is pencil. You can see the very stark difference. Some of them I'll do, I'll blend with my pencil, but again, this was just eating them up because this book is so big anyway that it was just going through pencils, which is why I ended up getting the Crayola. Let's see if I have any other medium examples. You could see like I blended Mushu and then left the background. I've done that before. I attempted to just very heavy-handed color that in so it's super, super waxy. So we've gone through it all in here. And I think I'm gonna try to blend out this page because I love Tigger a lot. So hopefully this will work for him, but I'm really nervous. Let's see if, or should I blend out the squirrels because I don't really care about this one. Do you have any of the Disney cult scene books? Like, what is the cult scene book? I don't know if I know what that is. So, do we want to see the squirrels or Tigger and Eeyore? right? I love Tigger. Squirrels. You guys always do this. Tigger. 2 in 1. Tigger. Don't ruin the one you love. See, that's true. But, because I don't really care about this guy. But, do we really care about Gaston either? Squirrels. I might do the squirrels. I'm gonna do the squirrels. And then if it goes well, we can do the Tigger too. So, the squirrels are from Sword in the Stone. Yeah, right? See, like, he's not a bad guy in the movie, but it's pretty racist. So, I don't even know if this scene's in the new versions of the DVDs. So, we're gonna ignore that guy and do the squirrels first. And we'll go back to our green. I've been using the same Q-tips, like, of the same colors. Okay. Let's see how this works. Obviously, this is also the first book we're trying that isn't Amazon paper. So we'll see what that does. Woo! Yeah, you can definitely see that. So we're gonna have to cross our fingers with the drawing process. Oh boy. I have a feeling that it is just like alcohol markers, that it's gonna look darker until it's dry, which always scares me every single time I do a page with my alcohol markers, because I'll pick a color and I'll be like, oh, this is perfect, and then it'll come out so dark, and I'm like, oh no, I've ruined everything. I believe you, Jamie, but I'm still scared. Because a lot of people keep asking me what I do in these books. And if this works, this might be what I do in these books. Because I've just been accepting the lines I get. Does it look, I mean, it probably looks different, right? Is it looking different? I did the dark green first. I actually like this movie. I feel like it's one of their more underrated movies. I don't even think there's really any underrated Disney movies. I just think that a lot of movies are popular in their time, and then just now kids these days like newer movies more. So it makes sense. But I enjoy Merlin. And I enjoy the song where he's changing into all these different animals. A blow dryer? Oh my goodness. I actually bought gesso to attempt that, but I haven't done it yet. I've just used my gesso in my art journal. But I've heard mixed things about if it will stop the alcohol. It makes the page, or the gesso I have makes the page super grainy. So I don't know if I would enjoy that, especially in these books particularly. But maybe in other books. Actually doesn't even look that bad except for on that white. I guess on his face. But really, anywhere with white, you can see through. Let's do the big old background next, because I always do the big old background next. I guess the Wee Men did finish, because she has calmed down again. This page was also definitely done probably 2 years ago. So that's pretty good. Maybe, should I attempt to like turn it this way? I have to hold up the other end. Which I can do, that's fine. Because I know that the Aladdin page that I'm now holding up was one of the first pages I finished in this book when I first got it. And I bought volume 2. I bought 2 and 3 were the first 2 I got. So, it's been over 2 years since I've gotten these books and done these pages. I'm gonna need a second bottle of Gamsol already because I'm just gonna go back and do all of the pages again. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay, I guess that's the red in the background. I was like, why does that look like a different color? You ever get like a not fluffy Q-tip? Like this feels very condensed. Excuse me, I'm talking too much. Hey, Misty. I did all this right. See, I'm not talking again. It's hard. Feels a little less awkward live though, because then if anyone wants to say anything, I'll just respond to them. Yeah, this was too, I don't know what it is about that side of that Q-tip, but it's not fluffy enough at all. That was a dud. This side's much better. Ooh, I really just put a ton on there. Interesting. Mona Lisa OMS. Oh no, yeah, I just ended up with this one because I had heard the brand and I was nervous. So I definitely will be able to look into different ones now that I'm seeing how great this works. I love watching the movie and then doing a page while I'm watching it. So that's a very good idea. I'm still trying to do princes this month, but I think I've only done one official prince. And then I did a page of Hercules, which almost counts, kind of, not really. So we'll see. I gotta do some more. Some more princes if anyone is wanting to buddy color. I really love the way I've been buddy coloring in these, where we just like pick a character and then do different pages if we so choose, because obviously not everyone has all the same volumes of this book, because there's so many. And then that way, I don't know why, I just love like doing different pages for buddy colors. It's strange. That way it gives each person more choice of their own of what page they want to do. But even if we end up doing the same one, like it was with you, Rach, that I did the same page, right? Because I think it was, and our pages still look completely different because we were using different mediums anyway. So yeah, it was, because there's not that many mini pages, which is a crime. More mini. Yay, doing goals is fun. It definitely makes me get more pages done. And it helps pick instead of just doing the same books over and over again. Which there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do. But I know a lot of us have tons of books. So mixing it up is not a bad thing. And it's obviously not serious. So if I don't hit the goals, it's no big deal. It's just I get very bogged down by indecision. So having the goals kind of leads me to make quicker choices. Yeah, even in the newest book, the Portraits book, there's some Mickey pictures and some Donald, but still not more Minnie, and that's silly. I don't know why. She's been around as long as Mickey. She's pretty important. Yeah, everyone's got to take out their blending spirits, and we're just all going to sit today and blend all our old pages. This really is going to be a game changer for me. Orange is right on the other side. So much. Why do I keep doing that? No self-control. Just dunk it right in there. Whoa. But yeah, now that Misty's here, I'm trying to give you a run for your money this month. I was saying before that I've finished 31 pages already. So, better watch out with that 58 last month. Geesh. Yeah, right? See how we're doing. Drawing check. I think it does already look better, right? Or it's just completely covered so it evenly looks like a mess. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I accidentally had colored over the lines in the wrong color, and I think I tried to fix it with whiteout. So as you can see, I just smeared that everywhere, which is unfortunate. But again, I don't really mind messing with this guy, and I'm pretty sure if I had not done that, it would have been fine. So. Ooh, again, I took it so far. Ah! Yeah, 58 pages. I thought I did so good last month. Then Misty came out with 58 pages. And now I was like, man. Because how many did I do last month? I think 30 something. But now I'm going for big numbers this month. But I keep buddy coloring with you, Misty. And that's not going to help me get ahead because you're also doing those pages. So... That's true. Lots of Deborah Muller. I only have one of her books. So much. Okay. Oh, I forgot the Eggcorns. I always forget something. I think 2 so far, but the month is still early. I'm sure there will be more. So there we go. So for right now, especially on camera, you can definitely see our chief back there. And let's flip. I don't think it looks too bad on this side. You can see where I dropped some water. But yeah. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's see. I've used up a not noticeable amount of Gamsol, so we definitely have a whole bunch left, which is great. I'm pretty happy. I think, though, unless you want to see some mandalas, we might be close to wrapping it up. Yeah, I have like the too much gene where I always need a little more than what I think. Even like, legitimately, even if I'm like salting something, I'll always do one extra shake after I'm done. Like, I can't stop myself. So, that's just a me problem. It is super cool. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm sure if I... Yes, do a mandala. More. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm going to actually close this up quick before we have any problems here. I ended up using, how many of these? 7 Q-tips, which is not bad. Again, I think I have a 500 pack, but my dad took some to clean his ears, so I have like a 497 pack of those. And obviously, how many pages did we end up doing? The gnomes, the tattoo, Grimm Brothers, and then this one. We did 4 pages. On these, I did... It's all color pencils, almost definitely all Prismacolors, possibly Crayola, but I think that I did this page before I started using the Crayola. This was fun. I was very nervous, and I'm still not really used to how quiet it is, which, like, obviously it's quiet when I'm filming by myself anyway, but it's just weird because it feels extra quiet right now. I'll just show you my mandalas and then maybe we'll wrap it up there. So I am doing a bunch of glitter mandalas with full glitter for my secret project. And they're pretty magical. So I don't know if the light is going to catch them, but I'll flip through them. I've been doing a mandala a day, which I think has been helping my numbers a lot. Of course. The neon one, this was super pretty. Also, this glitter, this is the Glitter It gel pens, and the glitter definitely comes off, but I love it. Like, I want it to come off. And now I'm sparkly. I always just like pat it all over, and Sam's like, stop, you're crazy. But it doesn't, like, it's not forever glitter. It definitely washes off real easy. So, that was a really pretty one. That's a really pretty one. And then today, I already picked my colors. So I'm just going in reverse order. And I'm going to be doing these colors together, which is Azure and 24 Karat, Emerald, Hot Pink, and Moon Rock. So I would like to do more lives. We'll see how often I'm home completely alone, besides Noodles the barking dog. Because, as I may have mentioned before, like, I live with my dad. He lives downstairs. Sam and I live upstairs. My dad lives downstairs. And before COVID, he would go on almost weekly business trips. So I would be home alone a lot, which made sense. But now, obviously, a lot less travel. So he's just starting to ramp up the travel again. So I should be having alone time to film. Problem is that my dad and I are basically the same person. So, like, if he comes up to use the kitchen or something, he doesn't just walk up the stairs. He, like, sings up the stairs and is very loud as a person. So he would definitely get interrupted. Or interrupt me, I should say. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad everyone came. I think the highest we got up to was 31 people at once, which is super awesome. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'm going to figure out how to save this so people who missed it can watch later if you missed the beginning or anything like that. And yeah, I'll keep posting. Where did you find out about this? Is there someplace I should post that you can find out? I posted on the community tab or whatever like 2-3 hours ago, but I don't know if there's a better place. I could post on Instagram too. Can I like comments? No. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That's true. You'll get notified from that. So I'm probably gonna do polls and stuff and see what time's best, or maybe when I have the replay up, if you want to comment what time is best for you. This just worked out because this is when I normally would post my videos. I figured this is pretty even for all the time zones. So thank you so much for coming and watching and hanging out with me. Now, probably lunchtime for me, so. Oh no! Shannon, we're just saying goodbye. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, everyone, I hope everyone has a good day too. Thank you for coming. I'm glad that this was a success. And I'll be posting this for replay if you missed it. Bye, guys.